Hey guys, this is Dopey in the TeamSpeak server with Ruxith and Jesslyn. We're doing the first official EFF radio segment, I guess, with the three of us. And today we're going to be talking about a few things that got announced recently on the forums. I guess first off, before we get into that, we're going to do a couple of introductions here. Just starting us off, my name is Dopey. I, as with the other two individuals, I came from the Jawa clan. Former council member, Hall of Fame, troublemaker, drama queen. That's me. Hi, good to meet you. And then over, I guess, beside me, virtually speaking, we have Ruxith. Ruxith, also former high council, or I should say just council. Numerous awards, art enthusiast, art genius, as well as just, overall awesome guy. Go ahead, Ruxith. What, you got anything to say to the folks listening?
Not a lot.
Not a lot? Excited to be here, though,
I steal awards, that's it.
And then over the next individual, who many folks know for her delightful personality. She is sweet, cat purring at times, but former council as well, two-time, I think maybe three-time, I don't know, you've been elected, definitely two-time council member, helped facilitate the, I guess the new way Jawa, the direction that Jawa was heading into, with being, I guess, more form community-based, but nonetheless, over here in EFF now, and making waves with the ladies. Jesslyn, you got anything to say to the folks?
Not much yet. Just hey.
Just hey. That's how it is. So
putting us on the spot here.
I know. It's how it is. Welcome to the show. That's it's going to be on the spot a lot, so you'll get used to it. Starting out for the discussion, we have the new Predators recently got picked. Just tabbing over to this on my unorganized web browser here. There were a couple people picked out for the Predator division now. I guess either one of you guys can jump in here. The Predator division, from my understanding, is kind of like it's like a head admin system. People that take charge in the server, kind of look out for troublemakers, but also report directly to the council. But feel free to dive in with what you guys' explanation of what Predator really is all about.
That's pretty much it. They're just people that look over the server. They used to call them like policemen. They just watch the server for admins and sort out lamers and stuff.
Now, along with being a Predator, you can also have a skill-based rank, so it's not like that's your only rank in the clan, but it is a responsibility-type job. Sort of like just what Council is. Like Council itself is a responsibility when you've got your skill rank as well. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, in kind of Jawa and normal clans, admin is not a separate rank, whereas in EFF it's a lot like a separate rank. A lot of their admin is either trust related if you're in there for a long time, otherwise it's about being a PD or being a council member.
Mm-hmm.
But then obviously within that you can train to be a Jedi Blade Master and everything else to specialise in all the saber skills.
And the Predator division itself is small. Currently, it's 4 total members. So it's not a lot of. There's not a lot of I guess roosters in the henhouse, so to speak. With Jawa, where we came from, there's a lot of server admins. I mean, at any point in time, there may have been at least 6 to 7, maybe 8 on the server at once.
Oh yeah.
And it made adminning a complete nightmare in many cases because so many people were diving on top of rule breakers, and you had people spamming the binds. I mean, in all honesty, it was just hell for some of us.
PDs have never been that big a group, and that's probably why, just to make things a little bit more controlled, so that they can observe how the PDs are controlling the server a bit better.
Mm-hmm. So, all 3 of us were admins. We were coming up into the clan in Jawa at one point in time. We were all admins starting out before we took on higher responsibilities. So we have all shared that. The sentiment of having to put somebody in a position to where they have to tell them don't do this, don't break that rule, etc., etc. Jesslyn, how do you feel the Predator division right now in EFF is with just 4 people?
I think you got, of course, those 4 people who have admin, but there are others who have admin as well. The elders, I believe, there are at least a few, so I know there are more people with admin, event planners, so that helps. So you're not relying on only 4 people and they have to be online before there's an admin who can help. But that's, I guess, a good thing. But for the rest, like you mentioned, not having that many admins does make a difference compared to, what we're, of course, used to in Java. But I think a whole difference is, as well, that the rules are kind of different.
Right. There's a lot of leniency. It's a little more relaxed, laid back in EFF. Things are not taken as serious, which I think really helps with traffic. Getting people to constantly come to the server, not without having to always be worried about, if I do this, if I mess up here, am I going to get punished? No one wants that. Everyone wants to come in and have a good time. So that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, with less, with more admins, you got the problem that. And more rules, of course, you got the problem that everyone's jumping onto every little thing that's gone wrong. And with more leniency, you don't need as many admins because, well, you just ignore it or do something else and the problems are away.
Mm-hmm. So the 2 people that I'm going to talk about just mentioned first, Vulcan and EGE, or he goes by, I guess, Ego Slawa, kind of hard to pronounce. I'll stick with EGE. Have you guys ran into those 2 gentlemen, Vulcan or EGE?
Vulcan, yeah, but EG I haven't really spoken to.
Okay. They obviously were picked for the job, so they must have some good credentials to go along with their spot getting chosen. Not many people comment too much on, they just give the congrats, good job, hey, welcome aboard, that sort of thing in the reply. So, hopefully, if there was any hard feelings to people getting promoted, I doubt there is. Like, everyone seems to be really relaxed when someone gets a promotion. It's like, no, they obviously deserved it, so, good for them.
Oh no, people are very open, aren't they, when there's something wrong?
Oh. Well, me being the new guy, obviously.
Yeah, you haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it. That's good, though. For those that do open up and they give their 2 cents when...
it's better than saying nothing
at
all.
Yeah, it's awesome. So, good on you guys for putting a foot in the ass every once in a while. Everyone likes that.
It's yet to come for you.
What's that, buddy?
It's yet to come for you to see it all.
Oh, I know. Hopefully nothing directed at me, but maybe I'll get a chance to see a show every once in a while. Yeah.
I'll start the topic, don't you worry.
Yeah. Now the third person I didn't mention, Vegeta, was also promoted to the Predator division, but after about 10 days in total, he just got moved right up to Council to head the division itself. And that was posted by, I believe, Morabis, just a couple of days ago, in fact. So, 9-10 days, obviously, he must have made some sort of an impact, or they were just grooming him for the spot to begin with, but he had a trial, apparently, and the spot of getting into the Predator division, succeeded it, and then got pushed up. So, is that something that you guys have seen before with EFF?
It's been about probably 4 or 5 years since I've been in, so a lot's different. But I think the main reason why they picked the whole PD trial thing was so they could pick a new person to replace Foul.
Okay, kind of like when, not to bring up anything that's old history, but maybe when Nightwing first got brought on to Council, shortly thereafter he got put up to leader alongside Link over there. Now this is obviously not the Java podcast, so I'm just throwing this in here as a comparison. But that seems very similar. That's cool. Okay, well good on Vegeta for hitting up the asking or answering the call, I should say.
Yeah, a lot of the time leaders and council will make decisions, but they won't tell us why they're doing it, so that's probably one of those situations.
Mm-hmm. Put your trust in the leadership sometimes, see what happens. Yeah. I've yet to be burned or have a disagreement with them, so until then, thumbs up and keep up the awesome work, because I'm having fun.
Yeah, Vegeta's a good guy. I've known him for about 4 years.
Well, he was the one who I think started my application process, pushing that through and getting me going on that. So I've had nothing but good vibes from him.
That's a good thing when they're new as well. They want to make an effort.
That is true. Yeah.
The last time he was council and stuff was years ago, so I think it's probably been a long time coming for him.
Wow, man, these old guys just sticking around. It's good
Damn.
though. Alright, so that's awesome. Congrats to Vegeta, congrats to the new Predators. Keep the server safe and fun. I think that's the goal, and I'm sure they're gonna do that. Next on the docket is map rotation. So that's been kind of an ongoing conversation, communication stuff in the clan's discussion area. Morabis wants to change the map rotation up a little bit. People seem to just bypass right by CTF and TFFA more times than not. Than sticking on it. So obviously there was a discussion to see if we could change that up a bit. From what I'm reading, people seem more inclined to want to just get rid of TFFA, keep CTF in, but spread it out a little bit more. I think that's good. People do enjoy capture the flag often. It's a good break from just the standard FFA conversation that everyone has. Everyone's acquainted to it by now. What do you guys think though, map rotation wise?
Personally, I'm pretty happy with the whole 60 minutes and then map change, because I like variety. And I do agree with no team FFA and keep capture flag only, well, not as much as you have now. Because, like you say, it's different type of gameplay. Team FFA is still, the constant fighting or kind of dueling what you do, or Team FFA... just a free FFA on normal settings. But with Capture the Flag, you got a goal and you gotta try things, and it's a different gameplay, which makes it interesting to, rotate every now and then.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah, because TFFA and the standard FFA is so similar, it's not much of a change, but when you throw in Capture the Flag in with just FFA, you're always getting a constant change, and you don't have to make CTF, 60 minutes, you can do it 15, 30 minutes, or until each team reaches 5 points. You don't have to set a time limit, but a score limit instead. And, you get force involved, you get some guns, a whole different ball game, and it's refreshing. So, yeah, I like that. Any thoughts, Ruxith, on the CTF side of things, or do you want to keep TF?
I kind of, I guess, think the opposite. A lot of people from EFF has always had a bit of experience in base, so having TFA on the rotation is quite nice, and it just forces everyone to actually play, because they always go AFK a lot of the time. There's nothing wrong with CTF, that's good on the rotation as well. Obviously it's nice having them both on, but at the same time, even if it gets turned off, we got the option to vote for it on when we want to play it, so it's not that bad anyway.
Mm-hmm. CTF is fun. I love a good competition. 2v2, 3v3. The freaking EFF server, the 10v10s, man, it's just banana sandwich.
It's crazy.
All over the place. It is crazy.
Well, it is great that with the server activity as it is on EFF, you can actually enjoy those huge groups of Team FFA. Because, if you have it on less active servers, it's just, there's a 3 versus 3 and there are bots, running around like idiots. It's different.
Bot cheeseburger.
Exactly.
I will say, the activity on the EFF server is it's head and shoulders above any other server that I've been on in a long time. And the only fortunate part is, with me being the East Coast American, I don't get a chance to get get to fulfill as much of my time to see all that activity, but it's definitely there for people that want to play. And even later at times, there are some people that show up late at night for the Europeans. But constant 20+ players for at least 8 to 10 hours a day. That's insane for the state of the game that it is. So it's beautiful. So if you haven't voiced your opinion on map rotation, get on the thread. It's over in the clan's discussion area. It's made by Morabis. Voice your opinion, get yourself heard, because everyone wants to get a chance to be noticed, and this is a way to do it. Have your opinion, your voice heard. That's what we need. All right. I think last topic we got here. Yeah, that's right, Morabis. So Morabis got promoted to High Council recently. That coincides with the announcement he made for Vegeta being promoted to Council. So I know Morabis had a short stint in Jawa, and that's up to him if he ever wants to divulge that information further. I actually don't even remember his name, but he was in Jawa for a little bit. And he spoke to me when I first applied. I'm sure you both have spoken to him at least one point since you've joined.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So High Council is like, that is the big cheese spot. That's the leadership spot. You know, that's the one where the guy that makes all the major decisions, or maybe just sits on his ass. Doubtful, but you know, some leaders do kind of tend to hang out there for no reason.
That's what it's there for.
How do you guys feel about Morabis being High Council? What are your thoughts?
Personally, I do agree with it, and it's a fine choice in my opinion. You know, of course, first we had Fluffy. I don't know Fluffy that well because he's not that active, probably because of real life things and everything. And, you know, it's great when he's on the server, I have to say, because he always makes a party of things and does the strangest events, or, oh yeah, let's stand on this ledge and just all suicide into the pit. Stuff, you know, which is pretty damn funny. So I do. It's always fun when he's around, but I do find it, well, annoying is not the word I'm looking for, but a pity in a way that, you know, he's the big leader, but he is not online that much. And, you know, with Morabis beside him now, I think you will see a bit more activity or communication in a way between, like, the High Council, the big chair, and the rest of the clan, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, agreed, 100%. It is tough when the leader, when the person that everyone does look at as like being, you know, the voice, because I mean the council is there and people like the council because that is like your main body of activity and leadership. But High Council, you know, there's something about the leader position that always has this this fluff, this, you know, pomp and circumstance, and it's, you know, it's shiny. People like that. People want to see the big guy show up. And when Fluffy does get on the server, everyone is very excited for it. But Ruxith, any thoughts on Morabis or Fluffy as well with this change?
Yeah, I mean, I've known him for a while as well, on and off. But since everything happened with Apophis, who was the main leader of EFF before everything happened and everything changed, once he was removed for one reason or another, it was just Fluffy. He was always kind of up in the top anyway, as High Council, before, like, when Emperor was Emperor. And Morabis was always the one that stepped up and did everything to keep control of EFF and keep it all organised. And when Fluffy went inactive, he was still doing that, so it's a good reason that he's become HC now and it's been kind of recognised.
Okay, wait, you called him Morabis. Now, I've been just butchering the bejesus out of this guy's name for the last, like, 5 minutes. Is it not Morabis? It's Morabis? Morabis, is that it?
No, I call it Morabis.
I really have no idea.
Okay, if anyone's listening, if anyone's gotten to this point, throw up a reply. Tell me I'm not retarded, but
let us know.
Let us know how we should be pronouncing this dude's name.
Yeah. Morabis or Morabis?
Morabis. Maybe that's it. Morabis. Morabis. Man, there's so many ways to pronounce this, but I'm looking forward to getting the right one, so we don't embarrass this gentleman or ourselves anymore. Well, that's all for the major updates for right now. You know, any final words? This is, again, this is our pilot episode. It's definitely not, you know, pristine and clean, but this is our first shot at it, and you know, hopefully it's a change for the better, and you guys enjoyed it. Ruxith, did you have fun?
I had lots of fun. Can you tell?
Yeah.
Damn English.
So much emotion.
Yeah, you know, that's what it's about. Well, thank you all for listening. We appreciate it. Any feedback is welcomed. Again, be sure to hit up the map rotation thread. Give us your opinion on what you want the maps to be. And big shout out to TGH who gave us this opportunity to, you know, give it a try. Stay away from Jesselyn. She's mine. Okay, thanks. And you know, stay tuned. Hopefully for the next episode. I'm Dopey, and this is Ruxith and Jesselyn signing off.
Catch you later.